Welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 10 of our commentary for The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time we spent entirely too much time messing around on Windfall Island, but today we're actually going to get back to the plot for a change and head towards our next destination, Forest Haven. But first, Beetle.
Beetle is a priority. I don't know what you're talking about.
Every day.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure we're the only person who visits him.
Just walking into this dark shop with nothing on sale and Trey saying, "Oh!
Oh! I was sleeping!"
If you buy enough,
I forgot to restock. Oops.
If you buy enough at his shop, do you get a free tank of gas?
No,
but you get a coupon that refills your shit for free.
If I wait, is that what you get?
I think that's the reward for maxing out your shop points. You get a
God
coupon that
tier
maxes
reward.
out all your bags.
Oh, is this the super sale?
Yeah, but first we got to get this treasure, and I have some difficulty with it.
Yeah.
If memory serves.
Oh, I love that sound.
Yeah, I like it too. I kind of wish the. Okay, one thing that keeps throwing me off here, in the GameCube version, you activated this. The sail was an assignable item like all the others, and you activated it by pushing a button.
There you go.
But here I think they made the better decision and they switched it to the A button. But because of muscle memory, I always end up pushing A to put the sail away, which once you have the swift sail just makes you go even faster past the thing you wanted to salvage. But maybe one day I'll learn.
I have a problem like that when I play Breath of the Wild. I know we keep bringing that up when we play Wind Waker, but they're so comparable.
It's obligatory.
Like, every time I, bring out one of the bombs, I forget which one's the throw button and the place button. And, half the time I'll just place the bomb at my feet while things are chasing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely had issues with that replaying this game. Because it's the only... The GameCube version is the only version of Wind Waker where you push A to set things down and R to throw them. Every other...
Huh?
I mean, I forget what it is in Breath of the Wild, but every other conventional 3D Zelda game is the opposite. But for the HD
version of Wind Waker, you pressed R to drop and A to throw.
You know, you might be right.
I think I am right.
Whatever the case, this version is the opposite of that.
Yeah, I think this one is R to throw and A to drop. I think we talked about this in an earlier episode briefly.
Does Beetle speak English even in the Japanese version?
You know, I'd have to look into it, but
It seems like a thing that's possible.
Well, I mean, it's pretty common to hear short English phrases in Japanese games, isn't it? You know, especially Sonic games. To rather comedic effect, I might add.
Hey.
Not that Sonic game.
We don't talk about that Sonic game.
I love what you were telling us about One's Justice and All Might's losing lines. That was pretty great.
Yeah. Holy shit. I love just
I didn't know All Might was
phrases in
I didn't know All Might
Japanese.
was such a potty mouth.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What kind of example is that for the students?
All Might is a confirmed Westaboo in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
he lived in America for a bit.
It was impossible to show there, but I was actually using the gamepad to display the treasure chart for that reward.
Oh.
And I'm about to... Okay, never mind. It's later.
Wait,
I was going to say, I'm about...
Island?
Yeah, we've been here, but there's a treasure we can get now.
Oh.
Ooh. Are we 100% boys?
No.
Oh.
Give me that drunk seagull action!
We'll see. Oh, yeah. I'm back!
What's
Oh, narrowly missed those trees.
What's the seagull's name in Little Mermaid? That's this one's name.
Scuttle.
Scuttle, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's been with us since part 1.
Yeah. Oh, no!
Rip Scuttle. We killed him, and that means we can never get that one heart piece on top of... No, we can't. We can't finish the game because one of the later Triforce shards requires a hoi pair.
Oh.
Is the
Or a
same
Hyoi
seagull following you around everywhere?
Yeah, he's like the fish.
Wouldn't it be great, since you mentioned the Triforce parts, and for all you have played the GameCube version, you know that's like a hell quest. I would love if like other people besides Link had found like most of the pieces, and he had to do like silly side quests for him, like haggling and like, I need you to get me about 10,000 rupees.
Well, I know people have at least found the Triforce charts.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if some random dork just, like, assembled the Triforce of Courage?
No idea what it was.
It's like getting the Dragon Ball. It's like whenever all of Garlic Jr.'s game in Dragon Ball Super get the Dragon Balls and they wish for like random shit like, I want to be rich for a month.
A month?
Something like that.
Man, I'm not too familiar with Dragon Ball, but every time I hear that show spoken of, it sounds like a trip.
Oh, yeah.
Also, for some reason, the camera seems to glitch out like every time you feed the fish. Is that something... Did that happen to you guys as well?
I don't remember.
I don't remember
it's like
that on the GameCube.
Every single time, even in the GameCube version.
Of course, I was like really careful with my controls, but I don't remember the camera doing weird things.
Hmm.
I mean, I assume it's just from... he swims to a certain side of the ship every time, and if your camera's not lined up for that, it's gonna just, like, follow him on his roundabout path to get to that side of the ship.
Yeah.
I suppose. I guess speaking a little bit more on the fish, I feel like there's a lot of esoteric progression stuff in this game, and I think the way you're intended to learn about it is through the fish. Do you think that's fair to players to like expect them to like feed every single fish that they come across?
Well, esoteric progression stuff like what, for example?
Like the fire and ice arrows that you need in order to get into like the last two dungeons. I think the only way you find out about that is by feeding the right fish.
Huh. Well,
like
I mean...
I think there's a fish that tells you, oh, there's an island with a great. Actually, I guess it's pretty clear. I think he's
because there's only so many warp points on the map, and you're probably going to try them all.
Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not asking this as somebody who thinks that's like bad design. I'm just honestly kind of spitballing here.
Yeah, but I mean, I think like you have to talk to the frog guy on the cloud to get the wind song, and he tells you about his brother who's on some kind of tornado out at sea. So then you find him and get the song of warping. And then the next logical step is to just warp to places. And eventually you'll warp to where you get the arrows. So I guess that's more just like exploring the game rather than... And they also provide a fish who tells you about it just in case. I don't know.
I suppose that's true. It's just the sort of thing like I take for granted because this game came... This was like one of my formative video games, so I don't know. It's always interesting to hear like different people's take on it.
I feel like it's one of those things, the more you look, the more you'll get out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
ideally that should be kind of the standard for Zelda games.
Yeah, kind of like again, with Breath of the Wild, it's kind of like the Koroks. If you look, you get more out of it.
Koroks, you say?
Oh, yeah. This is a fish. What are you talking about?
And there's also other stuff like helping the teacher to get her deed to Cabana, which you need to do for a Triforce chart.
I guess there's just a lot of steps.
Yeah.
I like to think that there is an entire society of painter fish under the waves. They're like real, they're like real snooty, but like they're like it's like catnip. Like anyone who comes with that style of food, they're like, I gotta go.
What if these guys are the ones that painted that History of Hyrule thing in the opening?
Oh yeah. Gosh.
That actually
how could they stay out of the water long enough to get that thing done? Just did it in very short
the old
spurts.
Hylians?
Oh,
like the Zoras turned into birds and the Hylians turned into fish.
Game theory. Wait, what would that make Link?
And the king turned into something else.
A boat.
Now, I actually don't stop at this island. I'm just getting it on the map for now, because you need bombs in order to get inside the cavern where there's treasure. And unfortunately, we don't have bombs yet. But after I recorded this, I also realized, oh yeah, there's that side quest with the shopkeep on Windfall Island where he gives you different like decorative items, and you have to trade them with merchants throughout the game. And one of those merchants is on that island, and I could have gotten that trading quest started, and I didn't. And I don't know how I can call myself a gamer anymore.
That island looks like a sperm.
Yeah, Sperm Island.
I was gonna make you know what?
I stole your
good
joke.
Good idea, Dan.
Why are we even all doing this show if we only need one of us to make all the jokes?
Well, good night, everybody. 2 of us are retiring.
Because we need somebody to laugh.
That's true.
Wait. Is this another guy that can't see you?
Yeah.
Oh my
well, I
God.
mean, look at him.
He has a telescope!
I'll spare you today.
These guys are really a statement on how Ganondorf should really just invest in sleeping quarters for his soldiers.
Yeah, man.
They're always sleeping on the job.
Yeah, what are his shifts like? I guess...
Sit on this raft till the end of time. Make sure nobody gets by you.
Try to stay awake.
You can eat these rats. They're free. Also, you get a cool submarine barrel ship.
They're complimentary. Oh, man.
There's green ones,
Right
blue
between
ones.
the shoulder blades.
You get a cool barrel submarine ship, but you don't get to sit in it. You have to sit out in the raft.
Is the raft supposed to be, like, guarding the submarine?
I don't know. Maybe it's the
Don't worry.
punishment.
Don't worry, Captain. They'll never make it past the raft.
I don't want to be on raft duty.
Like that one guy, he broke the plates on the table. He broke a pot, and he got sentenced to the raft for a week.
The raft of shame.
Also, you got a new bottle, but while you were getting the bottle, there was a rat frozen mid-jump, and I found that rather comical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used stasis on him.
He was kung fu kicking you.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Don't stop at the platform, Joe. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Oh my god, it's the same thing again. Don't do it.
It's padding.
You have 500 rupees, you fool.
He can't even get on.
I think I was like, oh, there might be like a feather up here.
Link's just that greedy and bloodthirsty.
I hope there is, because
He was
otherwise,
just
why would I
farming
keep
joy
this in?
pendants. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Give him some credit.
Those are important later, by the way. I forget if we addressed this in the very last part, but you do need a certain number of joy pendants in order to complete the game. So grab them when you can.
What do they do? I forget.
You need to exchange 20 of them with the teacher, in addition to the one you get from the hide and seek, in order to get the Cabana deed that you need to get a piece of the Triforce.
Okay. That's what you guys mentioned earlier. Okay.
Mm-hmm. See what I meant about kind of esoteric progression?
And then there's another reward for giving her 40 of them.
Mm-hmm. They actually changed that in this game. In the original, you got an item that allowed you to see the health bars of enemies. But in this one, they swapped that with the reward for completing the Savage Labyrinth.
Which was a heart piece.
Yeah. So now you get a heart piece for giving her 40 joy pendants, and you get the hero's charm from the Savage Labyrinth. But here we are.
I forgot that you got the hero's charm from her. I thought you got it from, like, the trading quest or something.
No, the trading quest gives you the magic armor. But
then what? Oh, the magic upgrade?
No, the magic upgrade is from a big
magic
octo
armor.
in like the southern. Yeah, the magic armor.
Okay. Then what do you get from the Korok trees?
The Korok trees? I think
you
you
have
just
to
get a
run
heart
around
piece.
and water the Korok trees.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just get a heart piece from that.
I love the color of the Deku Babas in this.
Yeah, they just a general theme in this game is the excellent use of color. I also love their banana tongues.
Yeah.
Actually, they're called Boko Babas in Wind Waker. Trey,
They're called
get it-
Boko
get it
no
straight.
Babas.
I'm gonna push you into a locker.
Okay.
Give Link a swirly.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey, maybe that'll cool him off since he has all those hot clothes on.
Yeah. Those uncomfortably warm clothes.
Speaking of getting cool, welcome to the river.
Whiffed it.
The ending of the game is just the big bully king giving all of Hyrule one last swirly.
Yeah, you don't want to fall in this river, because for some reason it completely disables your ability to grab ledges, and pretty much just kicks you back to the beginning of this island.
It's a rather punishing river. I remember doing this on GameCube.
Do you get anything from the Baba seeds besides using them for potions, I believe?
I don't think so.
Huh.
And I tried to show that off in a later part, but unfortunately I did not have an empty bottle to spare, so
Ooh.
you'll just have
Like
to
the one you
use
just
your
got?
imagination.
Oh!
Well, no,
you can
I have enough Baba seeds to get the potion. I just didn't have space for it in my inventory.
No, I meant like the bottle you just got.
I did not know you could sword slash those.
Yeah, I thought you had to the first time I played because I tried it before I tried the shield and
Oh.
it worked. So
But can you hit them back with the bottle? The real question.
See, this is exactly why we gotta do that Ocarina randomizer run.
Hey,
I'll get back to you.
spoilers.
Now there's an item you can get here, a special fairy you can get here in a bottle. And in the original version, you took that to the pictographer Lenzo on Windfall Island, and he would upgrade your Pictobox to the deluxe Pictobox. But in this one, he just gives you the deluxe Pictobox for like completing his side quest. So I don't know if the forest fairy has any utility in the HD version. If it didn't, that would be really weird. But
Yeah.
So now we're introduced to the green variety of choo-choos, which are a little bit more annoying. They can, like... They're kind of like the shadows from Kingdom Hearts, where they can, like, retreat into the ground and be invulnerable for a bit. And they also take 2 hits to kill.
But
I love
unlike in
annoying.
Kingdom Hearts, you actually have options for forcing them out of their invulnerable state.
Oh.
Unlike in Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, unlike in Kingdom Hearts. In this game, if you hit the ground with a skull hammer, it'll stun them, whether they're
Oh,
invulnerable or not.
yeah! Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts, it's just kind of a time waster.
Yeah. Zelda has a lot more alternative solutions and shortcuts to things in combat than people give it credit for.
Yeah. Anyway, here we have the Great Deku Tree, who I believe is the... This is me just kind of putting 2 and 2 together, but the descendant of the Deku Tree Sprout from Ocarina of Time. And I always like to imagine, and this doesn't make like literal logical sense, but I always like to imagine that the Forest Haven is like the husk of the original Deku Tree, and the new one is like growing inside it. But like I said, that doesn't really make sense.
I can see that. That sounds cool. Oh, look at them.
Oh god. Jesus.
You like that?
It took me a few seconds to realize that was edited.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Koroks are forever changed after Breath of the Wild. Like, it's honestly, like, so weird to see them in this game. Like, as just, like, regular NPCs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They have, like, way more agency than 90% of the ones you find.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure they use the exact same models from this, too, for Breath of the Wild. I mean, I can't really fault them for it. They've aged really well.
I mean, Breath of the Wild is still cel-shaded, so they translate well.
Yeah, nice, simple designs.
Yeah.
Like the masks.
The Forbidden Woods.
Like they're cute and stylish, but they also kind of have an air of mystery to them. Like, you know, because they're masks. Although I don't know that I'd want to see a Korok not wearing a mask. So I guess we should be grateful.
They are still invariably cute, though.
Nobody cared about the Koroks until they put on the masks.
Well, the Koroks used to be the Kokiri, so... Yeah, you're right.
Kokiroks.
They used to be people?
Yeah,
Wow.
in the dialogue we were talking over, the Great Deku Tree turned them into these forms so that they could like traverse the ocean more easily. Boing.
Listen, kid, I only got one of these.
I can only produce one every 100 years, so shake a leg.
Meanwhile, Breath of the Wild Link can't get rid of them fast enough.
Uh-huh. I love how in Breath of the Wild they made the Deku Tree like a... They made him like a cherry blossom tree.
Yeah.
Like that was, that was a nice take on it. The game has a lot of nice spins on like traditional Zelda characters.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing too, because it kind of leans on them.
What is this, Majora's Mask?
Oh yeah, I never made that connection, but yeah, these are like the kind of a less interactive version of the Deku flowers from that game.
Do they only show up in this area?
I think so. There might... Actually, yeah, I think they're only in Forest Haven and Forbidden Woods. I was thinking of something in the Wind Temple, but I think that's like a different mechanism than these.
They call you Mr. Knight. I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, they're like little kids. Just been turned into horrible abominations. Man, the Deku Tree really ought to be like accosted by child services. He does not seem like the greatest dad in the world. So anyway, we got the Deku Leaf here, which, again, to beat a dead horse, is kind of the precursor to Breath of the Wild's paraglider.
Yeah.
Although this one is far more... It's certainly useful, but it's a lot more restrictive because... A, you can only use it for as long as you have magic, and B, you're at the mercy of whatever direction the wind is blowing. Like, if you're flying with the wind, you'll go a lot farther and faster than you will if you try to fly into, an opposing wind.
Mm-hmm.
So, our mission here is to rescue Makara, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We may have talked over that a minute ago. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I think we were talking about probably Breath of the Wild.
I see you're not going the cheese route for the boss of this dungeon.
The cheese route?
Yeah, if you collect forest water from here and pour it on the boss of the next dungeon, it'll instantly die.
Oh my god, didn't they find that out like over a decade after this game came out?
I don't remember.
Because
cool.
I think I remember hearing about that like in the last year or two.
That's
probably from
great.
you. Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I really effed this part up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun fact! If you want to just, if you want to get to the, is the dungeon called the Forest? No, the whole island is called the Forest Haven. What's the dungeon?
The dungeon
called?
is the Forbidden Woods.
Forbidden Woods. If you want to get to the Forbidden Woods real quickly, you can just sail your boat up to where the tornado is, and it doesn't take that good of timing. But you can hop out of your boat and just ride the cyclone up with the leaf.
Are you kidding me?
No, you can do it.
That's awesome.
That is pretty great.
Yeah. If you're going for style points. Yeah, that's... Oh my god.
Zelda games are really fun to watch. Just to watch people play, but also to watch like speedruns and stuff for. Because there's just so many things like that. Where you're just like, I had no idea you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Speedruns.
Wait, was that a laugh track?
Well, yeah, of course. Isn't this funny?
Oh my god.
Isn't it funny that I forgot to change the direction of the wind immediately?
Oh no!
If only.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
like I said, it's so fun to watch other people play this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just so many different ways to do things.
I'm gonna do it right this time. Keep your eyes on Link.
Joe.
Spread your wings and fly. God be with you. Oh no.
Dead.
Well.
Third time's the charm, right?
He'll be here all week because he's not getting off this little island.
Remember,
Let's live here together.
Remember, we're here forever.
This is Link's Island.
No, not the pea hats.
God, I was so tense at this point that the one of the pea hats would get.
For the longest time, I didn't know what that like little leaf flare move was supposed to be for, and then I realized much later that it's supposed to be to knock enemies away.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that entirely until you just brought it up.
And I think it also gives you a bit of height, but it also uses
some
magic.
of my anxiety. Anywho, next time we're going to be tackling the Forbidden Woods, the second dungeon of this game. So hope you'll join us for that.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.